Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be finding out what happens if you kill Mark Johnson's wife while you're actually hunting his bounty. So this is an experiment I thought about doing the other day. As you guys know, the Mark Johnson bounty is required to unlock the Robbie Laidlaw bounty, so I had to do that as sort of a prerequisite, and this is something I actually kind of thought about. So if you want to try this for yourself, you need to be in Chapter 4, and you need to go to the Rhodes train station where you can find Mark Johnson's bounty poster on the wall. And our good friend Alden will give us some advice on what to do.
He's a bad egg. Fancy that. I seen him coming and going here, and I never had an inkling.
Mark Johnson, the bounty. What I need to know. I gotta be wary of this one?
Just the other day, he took his son out on the rails. He seemed nice enough. Seemed, when quite clearly he is not.
It can be confusing. Anything else about this old bounty you got, Johnson?
I don't know what to tell you. It's a funny one. Man looks to have put roots down, worked hard, is part of the community. Almost. You never can know a person, and I say that as a married man.
Well, I got a bounty to chase.
They're looking for that one alive, I believe. Do your utmost.
So I left that conversation in there for a reason, because Alden tells us that this guy is weirdly a family man, that he's been seen with his wife and his son doing normal things. So it's odd to see him on a bounty poster. And that's important because that's going to be a big part of our story today. And Alden also told us that this guy is trying to live in the swamp and create farmland out there. So that is actually where we will find him. And when you arrive to sort of a very interesting conversation. Take a listen to this.
We ain't going till you get this right.
I can't, Daddy, please.
Let him in. He's been trying for hours.
He ain't no kind of man till he can get on a horse.
I can't do it, Daddy.
He's spent. Let him rest.
My son ain't no quitter. Do it again, boy.
My arms are like rope.
Leave it, Billy, please.
He ain't trying, is all. Again, boy.
I can't. I'm beat.
Look at him. He's worn through.
He will be, if he don't get up there.
I'm sorry, Pop.
Oh, the boy's crying.
I ain't raising no goddamn sissy.
So as you guys saw there, Mark Johnson's son is trying to get up onto the horse, and he's saying he can't do it. He keeps, basically begging him to keep trying. The wife is saying, he's tired, he's exhausted. You need to stop this. And this is where you can come into frame and end up claiming the bounty.
They're here for your bounty. Come to Mama, boy.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed. We knew you was coming. I got something to ask. I'm a changed man, okay? Let me say my farewells. I'll come away peaceable.
I can't let you do that.
I hope you ain't ever in this position. Hey, all right, just take me in then. This is hard enough on them already.
Mark, help!
Hey, over here! Over here! Hey! Lower that weapon!
Leave us alone, sir.
You gonna take me, or what? If you wanna take me, take me. It's like that, is it? Get the boy out of here.
Run, boy. This ain't a good man.
So the first time I actually tried this, I waited too long. I was seeing if I could get all the lines of dialogue out of Mark Johnson and even the wife and the boy. And he ended up charging at me and they got away. So don't wait as long as I did if you want to try this experiment out for yourself. So then I loaded back up a second time to try it again. And this is what happened when I took out his wife instead of him.
I'm who you want. You got no call to raise that on them. Oh, God, run, boy, go!
Mama! Mama!
I said you'd answer for that, and you will, all right? No! No! Sweet girl, you're gonna answer for that.
So the reason this is important is doing that changes the entire narrative of the conversation you'll start to have with Mark Johnson. And I'm going to continue to show you a ton of examples of all the things he says, but you really do get some sort of secret encounters out of him, which is really cool. And this continues all the way back to Rhodes as you ultimately deliver him to the Rhodes Sheriff Office.
Okay then, girl.
You're a killer. A no-good killer. I might have done things, but I changed. You're evil, mister. You're gonna answer for this. What you did to her, it's gonna catch up with you. You'll pay. You'll pay. It'll come around, mister, and it'll bite you.
Now, I'm sure you guys might be wondering what was significant about him getting to say goodbye to his son. Well, if you let him say goodbye to his son, it would actually set up an ambush where you actually go under the bridge and he unties himself. That's where people would come after you and start attacking you if you let the son actually talk to him. Now, another thing you guys are probably wondering is, could you have done the same thing to the son? The answer is no. Rockstar does not let you shoot Mark Johnson's son in the face. He basically just runs away, and even if you could shoot him, it doesn't let you. So the game pretty much prevents that. Now, we get even more lines of dialogue that are completely different and unique if you do this once you deliver Mark Johnson to the sheriff office in Rhodes, which is kind of interesting. Take a listen to this right here.
This is Rhodes. You almost shot at me.
Murdering bastard.
Found this feller on a small holding. Name's Mark Johnson.
He's a murderer, Sheriff. My boy will tell you, he killed my wife.
You can only run so long, son. There's your cell. You're lucky it's not a grave.
Bounties is a rough business, Sheriff. Things happen. You know how it is.
So wow, this guy tries to convince the sheriff that we should be the one behind bars because we murdered his wife. And Arthur sort of brushes it off like, that's part of the job of collecting bounties. And this will continue if you return to his cell on multiple different occasions.
That's the price for Johnson.
I didn't take it, someone else would have.
He murdered my woman. He's the one you should arrest. I swear, I'm a good man now, Sheriff. I got a son.
Everyone's got a sob story, Johnson.
I built a home out in godforsaken country. Land no one would want. I made amends, I promise.
I'm not listening.
We all deserve second chances, every one of us.
You'll find redemption in a chain gang, or on the end of a rope, that's all.
Don't you believe in redemption? I worked the land, I raised a family, I redeemed myself, please.
You ran, and you kept running. Don't twist this any other way.
You're the one who should be in here, murderer.
I hope you in there thinking on all the misery you caused.
Sir, I was a bad man. I robbed stagecoaches and I killed a feller. Nothing. Nothing I did compared to the evil you caused. Serving warrants for the state of Lemoyne. You woman-killing sack of shit.
If you was ever getting out of here, I'd be worried about you.
Now, what's also kind of interesting, and this is something that I did not know about, apparently if you wait long enough or if you return to Rhodes after a couple of days of turning him in, you can actually witness Mark Johnson being hanged at sort of the Rhodes gallows. Take a listen to this.
And you, for your crimes, justice has come.
Come on already. You gotta give him the show.
Mark Johnson, a murderer, a brutal and fearsome criminal his entire life.
Go straight to
A man who thought he could just leave his outlaw past behind and become a rancher and family man. Well, the law don't work that way, Mr. Johnson.
Well,
a changed
go for it.
man does not
Seeing you work
change the
through, huh?
crimes he committed. We
Now, just like with all the hangings in game, you actually do have the option to save Mark Johnson if you wanted. That would have been the biggest twist of them all. You turn in Mark Johnson's bounty, but you kill his wife at the same time, and then as he's being hung, you save him. I don't know if that's cruel or what, but that's one of the outcomes that you can have during this bounty. And once again, the reason this bounty is so unique is because Mark Johnson is the most family man of them all. He's the one that I would say has the most to lose as far as his significant others go. So the fact that you get all these unique lines of dialogue for doing this one specific task is insane. And the fact that Rockstar went to that level of detail because they suspected that some players would do that is pretty cool as well. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.